Hello and welcome friends in my new video. Today we are going to solve the questions of revaluation of assets and reassessment of liabilities of chapter number 5, admission of a partner. We are going to start from question number 51 to 58 in this video. Question number 51. Past entries in the firm's journal for the following on the admission of a partner. 3 entries they have asked. First, machinery be reduced by 16,000 and building be appreciated by 40,000. Second, a provision be created for doubtful debt at the rate 5% on debtors amounting to 80,000. Third, provision for warranty claim be increased by 12,000. As you know, revaluation account is a nominal account, and the rule of nominal account is debit what comes in, credit what goes out, and therefore we are going to prepare nominal account like profit and loss account. Okay, it is also known as revaluation account, is also known as profit and loss adjustment account. We are going to do adjustment in revaluation. Okay, so let us pass the entries. Question number 51. Date, particulars, letter 4, debit rupees, credit rupees, and first, in that there are 2 entries. Machinery is reducing whereas building is appreciated. So both the entries will be passed separately. Whenever there is a reduction in the value of fixed asset, it will be debited to revaluation account because it is a loss. So revaluation account debit to machinery account amount is 16,000 being machine depreciated, being machinery depreciated. The value has been reduced and we are treating it as a depreciation. B, building account debit revaluation account the amount is 40,000 being building appreciated. Third entry, that is second, in this case, a provision to be created for doubtful debt at 5% on debtors amounting to 80,000. That means we are going to have provision for doubtful debt on debtors 80,000, 5%, it will be 4,000. Okay, and that is also our loss. So revaluation account debit to provision for doubtful debt account. Okay, the amount will be 4,000 being PBD created. Third entry. Now, if you see the provision provision for warranty claim be increased by 12,000. When you increase any claim amount, it is going to be your loss, and that's why it is again debited to revaluation account. So, revaluation account debit to provision for warranty claim account. Okay. Warranty claim account. The amount is 12,000. Being warranty claim increased. Hereafter, we pass one more entry of closing the revaluation account, but it is not stated here. So, this is the end of the question. Now, we move to question number 52. Pass journal entries. Inform general for the following on admission of a partner. Unrecorded investment worth 20,000. Second, unrecorded liability towards supplier for 5,000. Third, an item of 1,600 included in sundry creditors is not likely to be claimed and hence should be returned back. Let us start question number 52. Date, particulars, even you can write serial number there because we are not having date, LF, debit fees, credit, rupees, journal entries, first, unrecorded investment worth 20,000. This investment we are going to record in the balance sheet. Thus, the asset side value will increase, and that's why it is to be investment will be debited. So, investment account debit. The value of asset increases, and that is our profit. So, we are going to credit revaluation account because the rule says debit all expenses and losses, credit all incomes and gain. Okay, so we are crediting the gain 20,000, being unrecorded investment record. Okay. Second, there was an unrecorded liability towards supplier for 5,000. Suppliers are also creditors. So when the liability increases, that is our loss. So revaluation account debit. To creditors account. To creditors account. The amount is 5,000. Amount is 5,000, being unrecorded liability recorded. Okay, when we record the liability into the books, it is our loss because it is increasing. In the next case, it is saying an item of 1,600 included in creditors is not likely to be claimed and hence should be written back. Written back means we are going to reduce the creditors, and when we reduce the creditors, it is our profit. Okay, so creditors account debit to revaluation account. Amount is 1600. Being creditors written off because they are not going to be recorded. Okay, this is the end of question number 52. Now we move to question number 53. X and Y are partners in a firm sharing profits in the ratio of 3:2. They admitted Z as a partner and the fixed the new profit sharing ratio as 3:2:1. At the time of admission of Z, debtors and provision for doubtful debt appeared at 50,000 and 5,000 respectively. All the debtors are good. Pass the necessary journal entries. Okay. So let us start. 53. Date, particulars, LF, debit ready to please, generalities. Okay, the first entry, provision for doubtful debt account debit to revaluation account 5,000 being all the details are good. Okay. Now, entry number second. When you close the revaluation account, I have just spoke about that entry we are going to pass. There will be profit. So, revaluation account debit. Two. There are two partners. X capital account. To Y's capital account in the ratio of 3:2. Always remember, the assets and liabilities before admission belongs to old partners, and any change in the value is the profit of old partners. That's why we have distributed between only two partners, X and Y, in their ratio 3:2. B. Revaluation profit. Distributed in old ratio. Okay, we have distributed the profit in old ratio. Now, question number 54. X and Y are partners in a firm sharing profits in the ratio of 3:2. They admitted Z as a partner for 1/4 share. At the time of admission of Z, stock book value 1 lakh is to be reduced by 40% and furniture book value 60,000 is to be reduced to 40%. Pass the necessary journal entries. Now it is very easy to recognize how much amount we are going to reduce. It is said reduce by 40%. That means of 1 lakh we are going to reduce 40% and our stock will be 60%. But in the case of furniture, if you see, it is said reduce to 40%. That means we are going to deduct 60% to make it 40%. Okay, so let us pause the entries. Question number 54. Question number 54, entry number 1. Now, both the things are reduced, so it is our loss and loss will be debited to revaluation account. So, revaluation account debit to stock account to furniture account. The amount is stock 40,000 and the amount is 36,000, total 76,000 being assets revalued. There is no need to write separately as we are going to revalue the assets and that is our narration. Now second, this is our loss and when you close revaluation account, loss will be distributed between the partners. So X capital account debit Y capital account debit to revaluation account the amount is 76,000 that will be distributed in the ratio of 3:2 and 3:2 means 5 under 5 to carry 5 25 15,200 so it will be 30,400 and 45,600 mean revaluation loss distributed in old partners in old ratio, that is 3:2. Okay, this is the end of question number 54. Now we move to question number 55. X and Y are partners sharing profits in the ratio of 3:2. They admitted Z as a partner for 1/4 share of profits. At the time of admission of Z, investment appeared at 80,000. Half of the investment be taken by X and Y in their profit sharing ratio at book value. Remaining investment were valued at 50,000. Pass the necessary journal entries. So let us pass the entries. Question number 55. Okay. It is said half the investment were taken by X and Y. X and Y takes the investment and that means they are the receivers. And according to the personal account rule, debit the receiver. So we are going to debit X and Y's capital account for the investment taken. So X capital account debit, Y's capital account debit to investment account B, half investment taken by partners. In their ratio. Okay. So the investment was 80,000. That means 40,000 investment was taken by the partners in their ratio, that is 3:2. So 5 8 are 40, 8 to the 16, 8 to the 24. Okay. So this investment has been taken by the partners. Now, second, remaining half investment was valued at 50,000. So that is our profit. That means 10,000. So investment account debit to revaluation account. The amount is 10,000. The difference between 40,000 and 50,000. Okay, that is the increase only, and we are going to record the increase or decrease in revaluation. Okay, being investment appreciated. Okay, this is for half the investment, that is 40,000 taken as 50,000, so that is a profit of 10,000 that will be transferred to revaluation account. Now we are going to pass the entry for profit, and the entry is revaluation account debit to X capital account to Y's capital account. $10,000, $6,000, $4,000, that is increased to 2, being revaluation profit distributed. Okay, so this is the end of question number 55. Now we move to question number 56. X and Y are partners in a firm sharing profits in the ratio of 3:2. That admitted Z as a partner for 1/4 share of profits. At the time of admission of Z, debtors and provision for doubtful debt appeared at 76,000 and 8,000 respectively. Rupees 6,000 of debtors proved bad. A provision of 5% is to be created on sundry creditors for doubtful debts. Pass the necessary journal entries. So let us pass the question number 56. In this, it is said 6,000 of debtors being proved bad. That means it is further bad debt that we are going to record in the books. That's why first we pass the entry for further bad debt. So it is loss for us. So bad debt account debit to revaluation account. Sorry, to debtors account. Debtors account. Bad debt is deducted from the debtors 6,000. Okay, being bad debt recording. Okay, now this bad debt we are going to reduce from our old provision, that is 8,000. So let us pass the entry. Provision for doubtful debt account to bad debt. The amount is 6,000 being bad debt adjusted from PBD. Okay, provision for bad and doubtful debt. Third, now as we have done this concept in 11th, I have already explained you how we calculate. Actually, if you remember, I have told you balance sheet and this is profit and loss debit side. Okay, debtors were of 76,000. Okay, and the previous bad debt we don't have anything. We have added the further bad debt here, which we have deducted here for the bad debt. The further bad debt was 6,000. Now it is 7,000 remain. This 6,000 we add here. Okay. Now after that we did a new PBD from here. The new PBD will be 5% of 70,000. On this amount we are going to calculate, that will be 3,500. Okay, so it will remain 66,500. This 3,500 already we add here new PBD, that is 3,500. So it is going to be 9,500. From that we reduce old PBD, that is 8,000. So how much amount we have to transfer to P&L account, that is 1,500. The same amount we are going to transfer to revaluation account. Okay, because we are not having P&L account here. We are preparing P&L adjustment account, that is revaluation account. So 1,500 we are going to transfer to revaluation in this case. Okay, so let us pass the entry. So the entry will be revaluation account debit to provision for doubtful debt account. The amount will be 1,500 as I have already calculated, being PBD created. Okay, provision for bad debt or bad or doubtful debt created. Now this is 1,500 is our loss, and we are going to distribute this loss in partners. Okay, in the ratio given is 3:2. The ending will be X capital account debit Y's capital account debit to revaluation. The loss was 1,500 and it will be distributed in 3 to 2, 3 to 5, 5 3 the 15, 3 to the 6, 3 to the 9. Okay, being revaluation loss distributed in 3 to 2. Okay, so this is the end of the question. Now we move to question number 57. X, Y and Z are partners sharing profit and loss in the ratio of 6:3:1. They admitted W into partnership with effect from 1st April 2019. New profit sharing ratio between X, Y, Z and W was agreed to be 3:3:1. they also decided to record the effect of the following revaluation without affecting the book values of assets and liabilities by passing an adjustment entry. Plant and machinery, book values and revised values are given. Land and building, same. Trade creditors, outstanding expenses, pass necessary adjustment entry. So we are going to pass the entry for that. Question. We are going to prepare statement of revaluation account because it is said without affecting the book value of asset and liabilities. So let us start. Question number 57. Statement of revaluation account. Particular rupees. Plant and machinery book value is 3,50,000, revised value is 3,40,000. So it is reducing less depreciation on plant and machinery. The amount is 10,000. Secondly, land and building is book value is 5 lakh and revised value is 5,50,000. So it is increasing by 50,000. So we are going to add appreciation in land and building 50,000. Trade creditors are 1 lakh and they are reducing to 90,000. So it is creditors return of 10,000. It is our profit as the liability is decreasing, whereas outstanding expenses are increasing by 15,000. So we are going to deduct outstanding expenses $15,000. So the total is 60,000 here, and we are going to reduce 25 out of it. So it will be 35,000. This is revaluation profit. Now we are going to calculate the sacrificing ratio of the partners. So let us check. Sacrificing ratio equals to old ratio minus new ratio x, y, z. The old ratio is 6 by 10, 3 by 10, 1 by 10, and the new ratio is 3 by 10, 3 by 10, 3 by 10. So it is going to be 3 by 10 sacrifice. It is going to be 0. It is going to be minus 2 by 10. That is gain, and the new partner, that is W, is gaining 1 by 10. So gaining is always equals to sacrifice. Now we are going to find out the amount, and then we are going to pass the adjustment entry for it. Okay. The amount of X will be 35,000 into 3 by 10, that will be 10,500. The amount Y is not going to share anything because his share is 0. W and Z are going to share the things 2 by 10. So it is going to be 7,000 and W is going to share 1 by 10 and therefore the amount will be 3,500. As X is sacrificing, Z and W are going to compensate X. So our entries that we are going to pass here is very easy. Beat, particular, there is a volume, debit rupees, credit rupees. The entry will be Z's capital account debit, W's capital account debit, to X capital account. $7,000, $3,500, $10,500 being adjustment entry passed. This is the end of question number 57. Now we move to question number 58. At the time of admission of a partner C, assets and liabilities of A and B were revalued as follows. A provision for doubtful debt at the rate 10% was made on sundry debtors. Debtors were 50,000. Creditors were written back by 5,000. Building was appreciated by 20%. Book value was 2 lakh. Unrecorded investment were valued at 15,000. A provision of 2,000 was made for outstanding bill for repairs. Unrecorded liability towards suppliers was 3,000. Past necessary journal entries. 8. You always remember that whenever revaluation account is debited, it is debited for expenses and losses. Okay, because revaluation account is a nominal account. PBD is raised. When PBD is raised, profit decreases, and that's why revaluation account is debited. Provision for outstanding bill is also decrease in the profit. Unrecorded liability increases the liability, and that is our loss. That's why revaluation account is debited. So the entry is revaluation account debit to provision for doubtful debt account, to provision for outstanding bill account, to unrecorded liability account. 10% provision is created on the debtors, that is 50,000, so it will be 5,000. Outstanding bill provision was 2,000. Unrecorded liability was 3,000. So total revaluation account will be debited with 10,000. If you see, creditors were written off by 5,000. Building is appreciated by 20% on 2 lakh, so it is 40,000. Unrecorded investment was 15,000. So whenever unrecorded investment or any asset, our value we are going to record in the books, and that's why the asset value is increasing by 15,000. So it is our profit, and that's why revaluation account is credited with total amount 60,000. Now the difference between revaluation account credit side and revaluation account debit side, the credit side is more than the debit side, therefore it is a profit. So revaluation account debit to the old partner's capital account in the old ratio. Okay, so this revaluation profit we are going to distribute between the partners in the old ratio. So revaluation account debit to A's capital to B's capital. In the absence of partnership deed, the profit is distributed between the partners in the equal ratio. Okay, so this is the end of the question and end of my video. Thank you for watching my video. If you like it, Please share and subscribe. Thank you.